Hello, beautiful people. Carl here from Games, Brains, and Headbanging Live, gbhblofficial for short, and it's reaction time. Bloodstock 2025, checking out some of the bands that are due to play the new Blood stage, the EMP stage as well. Bands that I'm not too familiar with, bands I need to know more about, bands I need to see if it's worth my time. Oh, you're all worth my time. But you know what I mean. If it's worth me dropping whatever I'm doing and racing over there to make sure I see you play live. This band we covered in a feature on the website, Spitting Teeth, and through that I learned a little bit more about them, but still haven't really checked out their music until now. Spitting Teeth, playing on the Sunday of the festival on the New Blood stage. Can be described as relentless, intense, punishing force that creates a wall of sound that's armed to the teeth with filthy Slipknot-style riffs, samples, and soundscapes straight out of the Resident Evil soundtrack. What? Like, because of the Slipknot reference earlier on, did they mean, does Bloodstock, when it writes that, or whoever wrote that, the band, did they mean like Resident Evil, the movie? Like the Mila Jovovich, that stuff? Because I understand that a bit more, but are we talking like the game? And which one are we talking? Are we talking like the 90s original? Are we talking, what's it called, the GameCube remake? Are we talking about more modern day stuff like Resident Evil 7 and Village and all that? I know, I'm probably overthinking it, but like that's definitely left me scratching my head and I'm really intrigued. But lyrics that will also take you to darkest corners of the human mind. That makes a lot of sense. Basically, the sound is described as being quite feral, and the picture Bloodstock uses, which has a frontman, a vocalist, shirtless, with a lot of tattoos, and wearing a balaclava. In fact, I think the guitarist is also wearing a balaclava, and I like that shit, man. That tells me they're going to fuck me up, and that's what I'm looking for. A couple of bands at Bloodstock that I really, really want just to kick my ass. Do you know what I mean? Like, just straight up 30 minutes, no nonsense, no like, hey, we're really happy to be here. Obviously, you can say that at the end, but just like tell me I'm a CUNT and spit at me, and I don't actually do any of that because that's well upsetting, and that also makes you a dickhead. But you know what I mean? I just want that in my face, kind of like aggression, but also with a cuddle. With a cuddle, that's always nice as well. Spitting Teeth, live execution is what we're going to check out. It's short, it's 2:23, so I expect it to be nasty. I hope it is. Let's check it out. Oh, poet. Oh yeah. Fuck yeah. Fucking A. You know that is it a GIF or from Seinfeld? I think it's from Seinfeld, where Jerry kind of like it's like used as a GIF where he's kind of I don't know, a theater show, and he's kind of goes, and gets like he's leaving me up. I've had enough of that. I'm leaving, that kind of thing. That was me about halfway through that. That is filth. That is absolute filth. And that is going to fucking sound immense on the New Blood stage. I know, like with music like this, sometimes you think, it's better in these tiny, grubby, dirty little corners where it can sound can reverberate off the walls and you're being deafened by it. You can feel it rather than even hear it. And I get that completely. And of course, there is the risk that on bigger stages that the intensity does get lost. But have you been in the New Blood stage and you've been in that tent with a right crowd up for a good old time, big old pits, everybody having a good old laugh? This could be fucking immense. This could be absolutely one of the sets of the weekend on brutality alone, based off this track. And this is clearly a bit of a slower, nastier, more focused, assault. Just imagine when they get faster. That's what I'm thinking as well. And a faster, more aggressive. I mean, it's so fucking heavy anyway. But just that, a couple of 2 minutes, just pure meatiness hitting you like a fucking tidal wave, knocking the breath out of you. I love shit like this. I'm sold. I am sold. I was leaning towards thinking this band would be one to check out already, just based off the feature that was done on the site. But actually hearing a song like this, like immediately I want to hear another, because this was quite short and to the point. I want to kind of see what else they've got going on. I imagine it's more of the same, and that's fine by me. Great video, by the way, I want to say. The visual is done by Loki Films. Loki Films, we all know who they are, kicking all kinds of ass in that regard. But the lyrics as well are just so in your face. It is angry. I love it. I'm so here for this, man. Sunday is an interesting day to be playing because how Sunday can be. It can be a bit exhausting, a little bit tired, and a bit different, a bit kind of winding down. This year we're planning to do Sunday a bit different because normally we would leave Sunday night, so Sunday would be a bit of a sober day. Well, not this Sunday. We are staying overnight and going to get on it as well. So I'm going to hopefully get to Spitting Teeth. And I can't promise anything because I don't know what our full interview commitments are at the moment. But hopefully I'm going to get over to see Spitting Teeth. If not, I'll try and send Dan. I think he'll be into this band as well. Or someone else go over there. But if hopefully I'll get over there. And while I ain't promising I'm going to get in the pit because I'm old and that's terrifying, I will definitely have a blast bang on my head to this noise. Spitting Teeth. What do you reckon? You got any thoughts that you want to share? Let me know in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It does help us out. You can find us at gbhbl.com and across all social media platforms. And if you really want to give us a bit of extra support, please consider buying us a cup of coffee over on our coffee page. Thank you.